Winston-Salem, what it is, what it was, what it shall be. This is Farmer Joe, and I want to talk to you today, guys, about pruning your garden, and also want to show you some updates, and we're going to show you the chickens today. But let me get right into this and show you, because one of the benefits, and it's just like pruning any kind of vegetation or plants, but especially with your garden, many of your vegetables, they have blooms, and if you don't prune some of the leaves back, and I know it's sometimes counterintuitive because you're like, okay, will that hurt the plant? Will it stunt its growth? Most of the time, no. And I'm going to show you what I've done. I did it last night, but the benefit is that the pollinators cannot see the blooms to go in there and get that pollen and cross-pollinate and fertilize your vegetables so that you can start harvesting those fruits and vegetables. So let me turn my camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. And right here, this is what I cut away from this plant and the plant behind it. These are squash plants. But so, you know, I cut quite a bit away. And I'm gonna take you over here, and you can see how much I also pruned the green bean plant a little bit, so that, like I say, the pollinators can see those blooms and those flowers. And so you see, I cut quite a bit away, and I even trimmed a couple of the corn leaves. They were just slumping over, and some of them were turning brown. Like, let me show you, like this one over here, it was brown, so I just clipped it, you know. But we have corn, guys. We have corn. And the pollinators, get away from me. And the pollinators are still doing their tricks. They're doing their stuff, their tricks. But look at all of these watermelon plants. Now, I transplanted two into this raised bed, or it's just a box, but now it's a raised bed. But I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, and here's one that just popped up yesterday. And over here, same thing. And they're already starting to reach out. But I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in here. So just to give you an idea of what's going on, last year I only had 4 plants and I harvested 18 watermelons. So don't know how many of these are going to survive, don't care. They're going to grow, but it looks like we're going to have a ton of watermelons. And see, so you can see over here, like I say, now the pollinators can see the blooms a little bit better. And let me take you over here. Look at our tomatoes, guys. These over here, they're about ready to be picked. Because one thing, you don't want to wait until they turn completely red. Because what I found out last year is the birds are watching too. And I'd come out here and I'd have some that are red and then have little peck holes in them. And they used to sit right up on this wall, because I had the tomatoes over here last year. So they would sit up on the wall and wait for breakfast. But there was one other thing I wanted to show you. There we do have some cantaloupe. I'm trying to remember where it was, but I can't seem to find it. But again, look, I trimmed these back. Now they can see. They can see those blooms. But let me take you, look at these chickens. Look at these chickens. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Okay, I got to put that in a better container. I got some chicken grit because I found out yesterday that, what's going on, sis? Appreciate you watching live. But I really want to show you this cantaloupe because I just saw it yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, oh, here it is. Let me see. There it is. That's cantaloupe right there. So let me turn my camera back around. So there you have it. Remember the importance of pruning your plants, your vegetables, especially the ones that require pollination, so that the pollinators can see the blooms and get in there and do the job that God created them for. So again, I just wanted to share what's going on in the garden. It looks like you said, we're going to have a bountiful harvest. So if you are catching this on Facebook, catching me live, remember we do have a YouTube channel, Bountiful Harvest with Joe and Kisa. And again, one of our goals is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, please go over to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. And remember, we are trying to get to that goal. At 100, we're going to give away, what was it? It was the book, 1,000 Questions You Should Ask Before You Get Married. You know, because we're also doing a series on marriage and relationships. It's called Meeting the Bunburys. Go check that out. If you are a single person and you want to be married, you definitely want to try to get this book and check out what we've been sharing. And I think that's pretty much all I have for you today. But remember that it is time to make changes. I've been encouraging people to grow food, do something different. And what are the 3 components to change? First thing is you make a decision. The second thing is you make a commitment. And the last thing is you become consistent. Because if you're consistent to your commitment, to your decision, you will change. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Later.